When the GTA 6 trailer dropped, I could not stop thinking about what an action-packed cinematic poster could look like. So I challenged myself to create one completely from scratch using Photoshop. For this project, my goal was to create a GTA 6 poster that felt cinematic, dynamic and full of action, as if it had come straight from Rockstar universe. So let's jump into Photoshop and break down the entire creative process. I started by placing Jason into the composition and rotating him slightly to get the angle just right. Next, I added the sky background, flipped it horizontally and scaled it up so it filled like entire scene. Then I brought in the handgun, rotated it into position and refined it by adding highlights and shadows to give it more depth. I also erased a small portion along the right edges to bring out some extra detail. After that, I darkened the lower part of Jason's body to improve the lighting, then made a few final adjustments to his position. Next, I add Lucia. I scaled that model down slightly so it fit naturally into the composition. Then I added the older character, increased his size a bit, and brought in the remaining character to complete the lineup. To blend Jason into the scene, I used blending modes to darken his brighter area, then carefully erased parts of the right side to create more realistic lighting. After that, I opened camera raw filter and added extra texture to Jason, making him look more detailed and realistic. I also darkened Lucia slightly, then erased parts of the shadows to restore some natural lights. Next, I darkened the lower position of all character models to create better depth. I also added texture to the darker areas of the character's face to make everything feel more realistic. I color matched all the characters with the background so the entire composition felt chaotic. Then I added the remaining background characters and applied a stable dusty fog effect to create more atmosphere. After that, I added a soft glow to the dust, giving the environment such a much more cinematic feel. Next, I wrote in the road element, darken its color slightly and position it in to fit the composition. I also softened the edges by erasing a few areas so it blends naturally into the scene. Then I darkened the road even more to increase the overall contrast. After that, I added several utility poles, duplicated them and placed them throughout the background to build more depth. I removed the extra wires to keep the composition clean and uncultured. Next, I added a police car, duplicated it and placed the second one in the foreground with a slightly larger scale to create a stronger sense of perspective. Then I added Jason's Ultimate Edition car, adjusted its size until it fit perfectly within the composition. I refined the handgun one more time by darkening it slightly and giving it warm orange-yellow color grade so it blends seamlessly with the lighting in the background. After that, I enhanced the car by adding highlights, deepening the shadow and erasing few areas to create more realistic lighting. I repeated the same lighting adjustment on the police car to maintain consistency throughout the artwork. Next, I added a few costume shadows to help ground every element in the scene. I also refined the utility poles by darkening the shadows areas and adding stable highlight to make them more cinematic. To make the sky more eye-catching, I added a soft glow on the right side, giving the scene a richer and more dramatic atmosphere. Then I darkened the left side of the composition to balance the lighting. Finally, I added the GTA 6 logo, changed its blend mode to screen, rotated it slightly and painted its stable pink glow to make the logo stand out and complete the final look. Since the logo emits a vibrant pink light, I also painted that same color into Jason and Lucica. These reflected highlights may seem minor, but they are actually exactly the kind of details that sells illusions and make every element feel connected. With the overall composition locked in, it was finally time to focus on storytelling. I wanted this poster to feel like an action sequence, so I introduced rocks and layers of water near foreground. After adjusting the scale and perspective, I added several splash effects. Extra few splashes and stable mist help create a much stronger sense of motion. I added another damaged police car resting on the side as it has just crashed moment before the scene was captured. I built a broken steel transport case nearby, adjusting its angle, duplicating a few patches, and adding realistic shadows. It started to feel like violently torn apart during the chase. Once the structure was finished, I introduced motion blur to emphasize speed and impact. Then I scattered sparks and fire particles around the broken metal, carefully erasing any unwanted areas. To make the fire interact with its surroundings, I painted stable orange highlights around the nearby objects. I even drew a chain by hand connecting parts of the rear cage. It's a tiny detail that most people probably won't notice, but those are often the details that make digital artwork feel handcrafted. To increase the overall energy of the composition, I laid in dust particles throughout the foreground, reinforce the feeling that everything is happening at the high speed. Next, I introduced a police helicopter overhead. After matching its highlight and colors with the rest of the scene, it immediately added another layer to depth while making the action feel much larger in scale. Since the transport case had already been destroyed, I imagined the money spilling everywhere during the case. I scattered wheels across the composition, letting some fly into the foreground while others disappeared into the distance. This simple addition instantly tells a story without needing any explanation. Water, it's a small reference to the game. I also added a few seagulls in the distance to bring even more life to the environment. With all the major elements complete, I focused on the finishing touches. I added headlights to Jason's car and copied the same lighting setup to the police vehicle. Then I painted realistic reflection across the road, introduced red brake light reflections, and laid in a few glow effects to make the lighting feel much more dynamic. Finally, I added a cinematic lens flare and completed the overall color grading. As one last detail, I painted the older character hair by hand before stepping back to make few final adjustments across the entire composition. And with that, the artwork was finally complete. I hope you enjoyed watching this entire process and maybe even picked up few techniques along the way. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. It's really helped the channel, and let me know in the comments what concept did you like to next. I read every suggestion and your ideas might be the next project I bring to life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.